Hey guys, decided I'd maybe do a few little short videos on this trailer since this is something I'm working on right now. This is the ceiling I've been working on. I've got my blocking in between my rafters to give me something to screw the new sheetrock to, because the original sheetrock literally sat on top of the walls and was sandwiched between the rafters and the header for the walls. So you don't really have, like I said, that's one of those weird things about mobile homes. They put them together kind of assembly line fashion, where I do believe the way they built this one is they literally took the roof, probably built it upside down, stapled all the ceiling to it, and then took the whole roof and lifted it up and sat it on top of the walls, sandwiching your ceiling tile or your ceiling material. Anyway, so what I'm working on right now is I'm in this closet right here, and I had to replace the floor for the hot water heater. So I worked on that. Also, since this house has a metal roof on it now, all the old vent pipes that used to go out the roof are not. They cut them off flush with the roof, so they're literally like sandwiched between the metal roof and the attic. Bad part about that is you could potentially have these guys emit gas from your sewer system or your septic tank, in this case, into your attic, and that would not smell good. So they make these one-way valves that you can put on those things so that you get the whole air behind the plumbing. And so I'm gonna take this guy, this is a little one-way valve here. So it'll allow air in, but it won't allow air out. So it keeps your sewer gas from seeping up into your house. But when you have water flowing down through your sewer system or your drainage, it allows air to go in behind it so that it drains properly. Anyway, a little plumbing 101. So I'm working on that. I got a mess right now from insulation I tore out from the floor area, and I put new insulation down. And that's some of the floor that was under the hot water heater. It leaked prior to them replacing it. It has a new one. That's laying right there. And there's my drain pan I'm gonna put under it. I'm gonna pop a hole in the floor and run this out, and then run it out to the outside, so if it ever leaks, you'll see it dripping on a little fitting going on the outside of the house. So that's kind of where I'm at. My goal is to get this room, closed back up, and get the ceiling all put back together. And then I'm gonna move on to the rest of the house. So here we are, end of the day. Cleaned it back up. Still got my ceiling out. Hadn't gotten to that yet, but that's close to being next. I gotta get the insulation up. But what I did want to show you guys is where I'm at with the hot water heater. It is now installed. I put steel wool around any penetrations that go through the floor. Keep rodents from crawling up through it, because they don't like that steel wool. I got the shark bite connectors. That's your supply side coming out of the hot water heater. That's your inlet coming in from the outside right there. And what I liked was I bought one of these guys that has the on-off. So I can cut the hot water heater off right here and disconnect it right there. And if I ever have to pull it out. Also, that's my pipe going out. It stubs out to the outside so that if it ever has a leak in this pan, it'll run out and I'll see it, dripping on the outside of the house. And this is the vent to the outside as well. You can pull this here and it'll shoot water on the outside of the house. But what that does is that's made to bleed the air out the top of the tank, as well as if you're draining the tank, you got to get air in behind it so that it'll drain. So anyway, also put in a junction box right there to keep the electrical connections from being exposed. And there is my vent one-way valve. So I'm done with the hot water heater closet. I'm gonna get a piece of sheetrock, come in here and close this up with some screws, and hopefully I won't have to look at this again for a while. And that little orange thing, by the way, is just a removal tool. I left it with it because if I ever need it, it'll be there. I won't be looking for it. And one of the things I got to do is the ceiling in here needs to be kind of dressed up as well. But what I'm going to do is just put a piece of sheetrock up in here and screw it straight to the rafters that are there, and you'll never know the difference. So that is my day thus far. I think I am done. I don't think I can stand to do anything else. I'm tired. I've been at it all weekend. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up and a like if you don't mind. It does help the channel. And we'll see you guys on the next one.